Yamato nadeshiko. It's a phrase that refers to the traditional Japanese concept of the ideal woman. A woman who is pure and feminine, gentle, graceful, humble, patient, faithful, meek, quiet, timid, keep the house clean, bear lots of children, respect your husband no matter what, know your place. Yamato nadeshiko. It's often said that this type of woman is going extinct, that it's rare to find a woman who embodies those traits in this day and age. But there's one girl at Akademi who fits that description perfectly. The most popular girl in school. Every boy wants her. Every girl wants to be her. Even my senpai has fallen under her spell. Well, it's time to break the spell that this witch has cast over the school. I'd like to stain her perfect reputation and turn her adoring fans into her enemies.
Hey everybody, we're ready to begin week 8 of Yandere Simulator 1980s mode. In the last part we got our previous rival expelled from school, and now we're going to begin week 8. This time we're going to wear the skimpy sexy panties, which give us a bonus for gossiping about other students. Because this will particularly work towards the elimination we're going for. Alright, so this week's rival is Komako Funakoshi. An elegant and beautiful girl who embodies the traditional idea of the ideal Japanese wife, is constantly surrounded by male and female admirers. So what we need to do is get those male and female admirers to not like her anymore. Basically, with the first rival, Kaguya, we sabotaged her interactions with Senpai so that he would reject her on Friday. We're going to make the whole school reject this girl. Now, one of the ways you can do this is if you join the newspaper club, you can write an article about her that will ruin her reputation. Speaking of the newspaper club, I wonder what the school newspaper has to say. So we'll go check it out. It says, Komako Funakoshi is back. She truly needs no introduction because absolutely everyone at Akademi is already completely familiar with her. But just in case you hit your head on a rock and got amnesia this morning, I'll introduce her to you anyway. Komako is the idol of our school. No, I'm not calling her a pop idol. I'm saying that everyone at Akademi completely idolizes her. She's smart, kind-hearted, humble. She embodies every virtue that we've ever been told to value. Oh, and she's really beauty, too. So why was she absent this whole time? Our beloved school idol has given a reason, although it was vague. Family business. What could that mean? Well, nobody's rude enough to pry into her personal life. We've all decided to just respect her privacy and not pester her for details. Regardless, today is a day to rejoice, for once again we bask in the glory of our radiant Komako. All hail Komako! All shall worship the ground she walks on. Haha, I'm just joking. Or am I? So yeah, sounds like everybody in school really respects Komako and really likes her. Let's change that. It'd probably help to know what class she goes to, so what we're gonna do is wait for her. She should be coming up to change her shoes. Yeah, Senpai's coming, and she's right behind him. Right behind her, you can see the journalist walking up. Again, he's not an issue. As long as he doesn't catch you doing anything suspicious, he doesn't do anything to you throughout the weeks. We're going to wait here until she goes to her desk. There goes the student counselor and all the female delinquents. Yeah, the female delinquents hang out in one of the girls' bathrooms. So we're going to follow Komako to her desk. And I'll show you why. I just gotta be very careful not to bump into Senpai while I'm following her. Because again, I'll show it off. If you get too close to him, this happens. If you're holding any object when that happens, you will drop that object on the floor immediately. And if he sees you doing that, he'll get suspicious of you. If he sees you doing that too many times, or if he sees you doing something suspicious, like being covered in blood or carrying a weapon or something, that's an automatic game over, so don't ever get near him for any reason, and definitely don't let him see you and catch you doing anything wrong. But yeah, now he's going upstairs to his classroom so he can follow Komako to her desk. Once she puts her book bag away, we're going to let her leave. Go on, get out of here. I'm definitely not going to rifle through your personal stuff. We're going to go to books, and we're going to read the diary that she has. It says here that we've learned some embarrassing secrets that will help spread gossip about her. That's the important part. So now we're going to exit. And now we're going to start spreading some stories about her. There's her suitor. Have I already done the task for you?
If you're real.
Not yet, but we will. Okay, that's the first floor. Let's head to the library real fast. And I got plenty of time to ruin her reputation. I've got a whole week. I really should only have to talk to a few people to completely bring her reputation down. But I'll finish that homework assignment for her suitor, and we'll begin the gossip. So we select gossip. We'll select Komako Funakoshi. And we'll go to gossip. And you'll see here I have some choices. I can tell her... I can also mention the embarrassing info. What I want to do is hit F to switch this to a negative reaction to tell him that Komako really hates solitude, and mention the embarrassing information in her diary. Here's what happens. You'll see my reputation takes a hit by 2, but Komako Funakoshi's rep has gone down. We're going to do that again right here. View the info. Gossip about her. And we're going to tell you the opposite. Since you don't like solitude, we'll say that she really does like solitude, and mention the embarrassing stuff in her diary. You'll see again, my reputation takes a hit, but Komako's takes an even bigger rep hit to 5. Now the reputation damage I take from gossiping won't affect the S+ ranking, since this is what you're supposed to do to eliminate her. So we're going to gossip about her again. Maybe not, because I don't see anything I can gossip about. That's fine. I can find plenty of other people to talk to her. About her. Like over here, for instance. Let's start with our first rival, Kaguya. That's the wrong one. Trying to remember what it was. Ah, I know. If you look in Kaguya's bag on week 1, you'll see that she actually doesn't like the occult. So we're going to tell her that Komako really likes the occult. You'll see I've dropped her rep to -6. You'll see all the other students are over here talking with Komako. But that won't stop me from talking to them about her. And we're just going to keep doing this until we've gotten her rep down. So we'll do it again. Rep is now -28. -39. -50. Minus 61. Minus 72. And so on. There's minus 83. Minus 94. And minus 105. Let's talk to her suitor.
Oh my god!
You'll see I completed the task for him. And from here, there's not much I have to do. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to socialize. We're going to make a negative comment about the occult, since we know Kaguya doesn't like it. And that'll bring my reputation back up. I can do that again with each student. Just say something positive or negative about something they have in common. You'll see my reputation has already gone up to 4. And to 11. So now our reputation is back at 100, whereas Komako's reputation has dropped to minus 100. Now you can continue to lower her reputation all the way down to minus 150, but don't do that if you want the S+ ranking. If you do that, she will commit suicide over all the constant harassment and bullying from school, and that could cost you the S+ ranking. So once you've gotten her rep down to minus 100, just head right to class and finish up the day. So we're all done. Let's head home. Change shoes. Go out this way to avoid the journalist, since all he's going to do is make idle threats at me. And then we leave. Same message as before. Ryoba waits for Senpai to leave and then follows him home. Then goes back to her own home. But then we get this message. Komako cannot endure the bullying and harassment that she is being subjected to due to her damaged reputation. She chooses to withdraw from Akademi and never return. And that's the week done. I think before I log out, before we quit here, I think we'll show off this real quick. We're going to show off the game you can play during 1980s mode on the NES that Ryoba owns. It's called Space Witch by a company called No Kami. I get it. You'll probably get it too once you actually see the game in action. It's essentially Gradius. You move from any direction and you hold down the fire button to fire this stream of hearts that will defeat these red monsters. So we'll play around to this to wrap up this part. Just shooting up a bunch of these weird things. I do like the touch that the music sounds like it comes from an 8-bit console. Yeah, basically Space Witch is the Yandere Simulator 1980s version of Gradius. I believe there's another game that's available that's similar to this, but it's you fly from the bottom of the screen upwards rather than flying to the right. It's more of a vertical shooter, which is based on Magical Girl Pretty Miyuki, an anime series that is popular in the year 2022 in Ayano's time. I took a hit there. You take 3 hits before the game's over. The game is actually pretty challenging. You gotta avoid all the lasers that are fired at you. And some enemies will start flying up from the bottom of the screen and the top of the screen and such. Like here, you can see these flying enemies come up from like above and below, and you gotta either avoid them or shoot them. And then there's a boss fight at the end, and if you can win, you win the game. This isn't the boss, this is just one of the bigger, tougher enemies. Try going around him. There we go. Then give him a few shots. big streams of guys won't attack you with lasers, but they will hurt you if you bump into them like any other enemy. You can see it's starting to get pretty intense. I somehow managed to get through all that. Here comes a really big, long version of the weird snake creatures. There we go. I think the boss comes up next. No, just a bunch of swarms of these things flying at you. It'd be hilarious if I beat this while recording it right now, because I have yet to beat this one. Not doing too bad. I've only taken one hit so far. Alright, here's the boss. The boss is pretty tough. You'll see why. It'll rush forward at you while also firing lasers. You'll see it's coming. I gotta go up here real quick to avoid its big circular wave. Oh boy, keep going. Get in position to shoot the boss. Oh boy. He got me there. I didn't do too bad, though. But anyway, this will wrap up this part of Yandere Simulator 1980s mode, so thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.